Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Welcome to Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I keep forgetting the name of the game somehow, even though they keep repeating it. So we're still looking for clues somehow. Prevent the anomaly from reappearing. How are we going to do that? Oh, I want to check the bathroom actually. I didn't mean to talk to you. About Mew? Jasmine, what could we possibly do for Mew? About that anomaly, and also with social media blowing up. I didn't check my mic, so there's going to be a slight echo in my first part of this. Great. It is tough to watch, I get it, but our job is to figure out the anomaly itself. We can track down the rumor's source on social media, but we can't do anything about it. Working with us means you need to get the urban myth investigation part down, first and foremost. But yes, you're right. About the man? Mio said she had no idea who the intruder might be. Maybe it really is a supernatural monster showing up all of a sudden. There's gotta be more to it than that. Though this case does involve an urban myth, so it is possible. But Miu, it doesn't matter whether Miu is being truthful or not. It's just more info to consider, okay? Jasmine, you're so mature and grounded. Whatever. Yeah, I think it, like the man took form because of her fear of her stalker or something. If he hid somewhere, it'd be here. Don't see anything strange. According to the urban myth, he crawls out from under here. I see something. Wait, no. A creepy doll? I don't recall Mio being into this kind of stuff. I should check with her. About the doll. Peek under the bed. Yes, definitely room for one person. And I don't see any secret openings or anything. Do you have anything to do with that doll? Sorry for not filling you in. Miu isn't hurt, but seems quite upset. So please avoid asking her about sensitive matters. If it helps, I can tell you about what Miu told me. Details, please. Eiko-san, may I ask about the details you didn't mention when you called earlier? What happened to Miu last night after we left? I came to check on Miu this morning and found her passed out. I immediately took care of her, but she's still been in distress ever since. So I listened to her story and then got in touch with you. Bags, accessories, manga, and books. And books fill the shelves, nothing really unusual. Mio really is a tidy one, even her shelves are well organized. My shelves are basically the only things that are organized in my room. Everything else is a mess. Securely locked, don't see any traces of entry. Take a peek. Nowhere to hide on the balcony either. found a creepy doll. Is this yours? There's something I'd like you to look at. Is this yours? Huh? No, it's the first time I've seen it. Why did you find it? Under the bed. Goodness, that's so... What exactly is going on, Azemi? I think your friend Eiko is fucking cursing you and doxing you for some reason. Maybe it means something. I really don't know, sorry. It's kind of disturbing. I'll hold on to it for now. Yeah, I don't trust Eiko. Is this shadow the man who attacked Mio yesterday? Probably, but what is he doing? Huh, I know it's not a ghost, but I'm just as scared. I hate those haunted houses where you need to walk through yourself. Look closer. I need to gather clues on this man. But it just looks like he's searching the shelves. Sneaking in, going through the shelves for Mio's belongings? Is he interested in Mio herself? Interested, Rose. This man like Shadow might be the intruder who scared Mio last night. Yeah, you can see her passed out on the floor. Observe. Yes, the shadow definitely looks like it appeared from under the bed. But how does something appear from under your bed? I can't even lock them out. How can we prevent this man from showing up? Look closer. I should take a closer look at the man's shadow. Speaking of which, it doesn't really look like he's threatening her. Is he just watching? But why? Creepy. Is this a body? Oh wait, I'm looking into the past, so... is it Mio then? Was she lying here? Is it really Mio? The features are all blurry. It does look like a girl, but I should make sure. Let's think things over for a bit. What is the man under the bed's purpose? Wait. Maybe there's this, I'm so confused. Hello. What is the man under the bed known for? The man under the bed from the Urban Myth. I should have read that. He is said to carry an axe or machete. And to kill residents of the room, correct? That's right, he's famous for something like that. But Mio hasn't been physically harmed. In that case, what were the intruder's actual intentions? Maybe he wants... suddenly appear in front of you and scare you? I don't know. Oh, I got it. Maybe he wants to suddenly appear in front of you and scare you? From the shadow's movement, and that's how it looks to me. Does this mean he actually just has an interest toward Mio? That would mean this anomaly isn't really the man under the bed. Then again, he's showing up from under the bed in a locked room. Ugh, makes no sense whatsoever. Are we doing this right? Let's think it through. I want to help Mio somehow. But the intruder appears from under the bed, however carefully she locks up. What am I supposed to do? How about... blocking the space under the bed with furniture? Oh, okay. How about blocking the space under the bed with furniture? If it's showing up from under the bed, we could just fill the space, couldn't we? Now what? Ah, fill up. Okay, let's fill the space up, and done. Alrighty, yep, this should work. Now the man under the bed has no way to get it in or out. We're safe. I hope. Fill the space under the bed. I'm missing a clue. Oh, examine. A sturdy, reliable door chain. Pretty unlikely it's been tampered with. Whoops, meant to say remember. Remember? Mio mentioned checking the locks as she talked on the phone, so it's unlikely she forgot to lock anything. Check about the shadow. By the way, the place where you passed out, is it where I'm standing now? Yes, while on a call with Eiko-san and checking the window and doors locks one by one. But how did you know? How did I, just a hunch? A bunch of hunches? Is this about the weird things you see that you mentioned before? Yeah, more or less. That wasn't a clue? So it was while talking to you. You are suspicious. Who could the man be? The anomaly? A girl as cute as Mio might have caught some creep's eye somewhere, of course. Maybe her ex-boyfriend. She mentioned moving here because her ex started stalking her. Yeah, she told you yesterday. But you mentioned it was a monster that showed up, correct? Then maybe not. Well, urban myths can come from obsession, it seems. Thank you for letting us know. About your ex-boyfriend. Hey Mio, I kinda heard about your ex-boyfriend from Eiko-san. Okay. Not exactly a secret, but I didn't think it was related. Seems like these anomalies are sometimes born from such people's emotions, so... I just want to check. Would you mind telling me a bit more? Okay, I can share it with you then. It was 2 years ago, I think. We were only dating for a month or so. Don't know if that even qualifies as an ex. He was a control freak. He was the guy who stalked me, like I mentioned yesterday. Tell us about him. Could you tell me a bit more about him? Around age 30, medium height and build, said he worked at a famous company and cared a lot about his reputation. Had a lot to say about my daily habits, certain foods are bad for my health, and so on. Ugh. He was a clean freak and uptight. Kept insisting I do what he said, so I got scared. You did well to run from that. That guy was a walking red flag. I see, that's why you broke up after a month or so. Yeah, but he kept texting me, saying he was nearby and asking to meet. Around that time, I heard this place was available, so I moved here as fast as I could. Makes sense, gotcha, thanks. Ex-turned stalker. Did the anomaly arise from this person's obsession? That was 2 years ago. Sammy, I'll be heading out. Oh, it's already dark. I think I should stay with Mio tonight. Oh yeah? Bossman told you to come back. Gonna pass on that? I just got a text wall about the center's purpose and your depth and blah blah. Yeah, I know already. Duty calls? I'll stay here tonight. I need to go grab fresh clothes, but she'll be back in no time. Huh? Really? Thank you so much. You should head back and rest. More people being here won't necessarily solve anything. Makes sense if Eiko-san is staying. Okay then, if you say so. Azami, are you leaving? Mio, but Eiko-san will stay with you. Also, we took preventive measures against the men under the bed. He shouldn't be showing up from there anymore. I think. Really? Thank you so much, Azami. Sure thing. I hope you get some good rest tonight. You're really my best friend, you know? I'm so glad I listened to your advice. I don't trust Eiko, though. It's nothing. There's no way. I'm thinking too much. Asami told me he's no longer coming out from under the bed. And Eiko-san is almost here. Maybe I should go meet her. I'm most scared here alone in my room. Well, he didn't show up from under the bed. No! Why are you doing this? She has tiny legs. Eiko-san, please hurry, hurry. What is this? What happened? Jasmine? Yeah, what? Eiko-san called me this morning. Mio was attacked again, this time in the apartment hallway. What? No way! It's my fault. Mio wanted me to stay with her. Not much you could have done, Zami. Like the bossman said, we aren't exactly bodyguards. I understand that, but anyway, I just heard from them again. And Mio is at Eiko-san's place now. Makes sense. You know Eiko's address? Yes, she sent it to me. Gotcha. Heading to Eiko's then. We should check out Mio's place as well, but if she's out, it'd be locked. Thank you for all your help, Jasmine. Eiko-san, is Mio safe? Yes, thankfully. She's in the back. No physical harm, at least. I'm glad to hear that. Then the anomaly didn't do anything this time either. About that, you need to see this. What the, is this Mio's room? Yes, and there's more. This photo has somehow been... Somehow? You're the one who keeps posting shit on social media. Oh no, who would do such a thing? Maybe they edited one she posted before. I can't see how else. Mio says she ran back into her room and immediately locked the door. Then how could anyone take this pic? Yes, exactly. How was it even possible? Weren't you on the way there? I don't know either. I should go talk to Mio first. You do that. She is really upset. Wasn't able to tell me much, but she might be comfortable talking to you. I'm on it. Mio's safe at least, yeah? What could I have done for her? And what to do now? Hey, regrets aren't going to help much at this point. We're at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center and we investigate anomalies. Use your time on working out the anomaly and handling her problem. You're right, will do. You know, I hate to say this, but those sugar dating rumors on socials, they're likely related in some way. I think it's time to ask about that. Be careful about how you put it though. Anyhow, that's up to you, as usual. Yes. First, let's go talk to Mio. And then ask about those rumors. Observe. A painting. I can tell it's an expensive piece. Oh, that's her past. This shadow is really calm. It's so still, it's scary. Aha! Maybe this is Eiko-san. Eiko-san's room is spacious, but doesn't feel like she has that many visitors. No shadows besides Eiko-san's here. I have to talk to Mio. Mio, are you okay? Asami, why is this happening? I didn't do anything. Why me? Why me? It's okay, I'm here now. You'll be alright. What happened? Mio, please tell me what you can. What happened back in your room? I was too anxious to stay there alone. Eiko-san was already on the way back too. So I headed out. But then, a creepy guy was standing in the hallway. Huh? I was so scared, I ran back inside. Wait, so your room got covered in red while... Hey, Asami? Didn't you say the man under the bed wouldn't be showing up anymore? I went out on my own because I believed what you said. I, thought it would work. I'm sorry. But like, it didn't show up from under the bed, it showed up outside the room. Because the bed was blocked, so she was kind of right. What happened next? Mio, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I'll do my best to help you in whatever way I can. Tell me in detail, please. The man you saw in the hallway, he entered your room even though you'd locked up with the key? Yes. I hadn't even been away for 5 minutes. That's impossible. How could he pull something like that off? About a posted photo. About a photo of your room that was posted. Any idea who might have done that and why? I don't know, and I can't live there anymore. Why me? When I need to move? I don't have that kind of money. You saw a man in your room? You ran back into your room and it was all red. Wait, the man couldn't have snuck into your room before you, right? Was he there when you got back in? He was in the hallway. I entered my room and locked the door. But the room was already a mess somehow. It just popped up out of the floor. Mio? Mio, after your room was ransacked and covered in red, did you notice anything else wrong there? I haven't really looked, didn't have time. From those photos posted online, the main thing was the red stains, right? I think so. We'll probably be investigating your room, so if you noticed anything... I often trip on things, so I try to keep things tidy and not leave anything on the floor. If anything's fallen, the mess might be his doing. Right, your room is always so neat. My own room is such a mess. If you need to check my room, here, take my keys. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. What to do now? Mio, what do you plan to do? I think that room really isn't safe for you. Yes, I agree. So I've decided to stay at Iko-san's for a while. She says she'll stay by my side at all times, that I shouldn't worry. Maybe I'll be safer if I do what she says. Yeah, I see. I'm just gonna look around first. A queen-sized bed. Anything under it? Take a peek? Nothing at all. I thought beds offered storage spaces as well. What kind of lifestyle doesn't need them? Observe. This high up, intruding must be high stakes. That's one way of living safely, if Mio could live here. Look around. These piles on the desk might be paperwork for Iko-san's company. Take a peek. Job hunting, consultation, promotion support, events, dispatches, the works. Look at the documents. Looks like purchase orders and contracts with our clients. I'm not finding any leads on who the man might be, of course. Maybe I should just ask Iko-san if she knows anyone suspicious. Don't worry about Mio. Oh wow, there's a lot. Iko-san, Mio told you about her room, right? How could such a thing happen just as I was getting out, just as I was out getting my clothes? Her room was drenched in red. That apartment is really no good for her. What do you mean? No good for her? What do you mean? That place is mostly for students. Many of our uni students live there, so I'm familiar with it. It's close to the station, with lots of storage. The catch being the security really isn't up to par. So I'm thinking, Mio should be living in a much better quality apartment. She doesn't have that kind of money. Maybe even this very apartment. I think she's kind of obsessed with Mio and she wants her to live with her or something. I don't know. Who could the man be? Any idea who the intruder might be? I get a feeling that he isn't trying to directly hurt Mio, though he definitely is obsessed with her. Could it be her ex? The person you're thinking of, could it be Miss Mio's ex-boyfriend turned stalker? Wow, how did you know? It's just a hunch? I mean, that's just me speculating though. I do feel like there are enough signs to suspect that piece of work. About a posted photo. I wonder who posted a photo of Mio's room and why. Not just the poster, but the reposters too. They're all the same. The slightest hint of blood and water and zing, they rush over to feast like the desperate piranhas they are. Reactions like that will probably never change. About social media? I think maybe you should refrain from actively posting anything for now. In my book, having a voice is the best offense and defense. That's how I've won my battles. That reminds me, who was it that posted the room photo anyway? About the rumors around Mio that are trending right now. The internet is such a cesspool, isn't it? Digging up this and that on a woman being stalked by an intruder. I've been through plenty of that myself, so it no longer bothers me. but regular girls will be scarred for life. They lose faith in society. Didn't know you were so famous. You've been through a ton. You're internet famous, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh, that was a long time ago. They used to call me a rising star influencer in my uni days. But now that I founded a company, I'm way past that silly phase. How is she doing? How is Mio doing? She's barely eaten anything since coming here. Hasn't touched her phone at all, with her socials blowing up like that. She isn't talking to me much either, so she must really be at her breaking point. We need to keep a close eye on her. Why take such good care of Mio? They're all judging Mio for her sugar dating past, but my own part-time jobs weren't always all that clean. As a single woman who works, goes to school, job hunts, and attempts to have a life, it's that much harder. Mio reminds me so much of my younger self. I really want to help her. That's really kind of you, Eiko-san. I'm sure Mio can make as much money as she wants, so I'm hoping we can get her to move into this apartment. Didn't they mention that sometimes like someone will, how did they phrase that? Like instead of Mio just looking for a sugar daddy, Eiko could recommend Mio as a sugar baby, right? That's what he said. So maybe Eiko responsible for that. Wouldn't the rent here be way beyond her budget? I can lend her money and connect her with lucrative workplaces. You'll help convince her too, won't you? Youth is a virtue in itself, and virtue helps you earn. As long as you know your value and where to monetize it, it's easy to earn. You too. How about you ditch that tasteless part-time gig and come work with me? You'll be living like this in no time. I'll think about it. I don't trust Eiko. Mio, a few things about social media. It might be difficult to talk about it, but can I ask you about the rumors online? Asami, does that have anything to do with all this? I'm sorry, I don't know yet. Do you prefer we don't ask? It's okay, I can tell you. It's true that I did sugar dating, like they're saying. Mio, living alone, going to school, and working on the side was overwhelming. Then a friend suggested I try it, that everyone was doing it and that it's normal, so I started too. You get it right? 5 hours of work after classes, or just 2 hours with some middle-aged guy. And you earn the same as a week's worth of part-time pay. But I didn't think they'd dig all that up, and then... What's up? Did anything else happen? My parents just found out what's been going around the internet. Ugh. I'm from a small farming town. Rumors spread so fast in the countryside. I was thinking of going home after graduation. Now I don't think I can. Mio. Mio is under pressure. I've talked to both of them for now. Maybe we should be heading to Mio's room. But I'm worried about Mio. Should I stay with her? Then again, for now she should be fine if she stays here with Eiko-san. And she's saying so herself. Yeah, that's right. If they'll be together all the time, she won't have to worry. Exactly. I'll get the car. Let's get on with it. You know, why is it that the man under the bed shows up in an apartment hallway? Did you think of something? Yeah, lots. Dude's only been popping up from under the bed so far, right? Makes sense, under the bed and all that. Why is he strutting down the hallways? Oh, about that. I kind of blocked up the space under the bed, so maybe that might have changed something. Blocked up the space? What's the big idea here? What do you mean? Did no one saw me put things under the bed? Everyone's like, what? You blocked the space under the bed? It's one room. How did no one see me? I'm sorry, I thought that might stop the man from showing up. Mio was so stressed out. Listen, I know why you feel that way, but random fixes by amateurs may end up too risky. Though we don't know for sure if blocking that space made all this happen. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not saying it's your fault. Just a heads up for next time. Ask me when you're unsure, okay? That's never a burden. Understood. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll be sure to put the bed back to how it was before. First thing, let's check the red soaked room. Also, if the man under the bed was here, he should have left a shadow. I should check on the shadow with clairvoyance. And there he is, spilling blood everywhere, so... I was about to say maybe it's not like a spirit or something, maybe it's just a regular guy, but then look at this. Let me check like this first, look around. Ugh, it's red all over. The smell is making me sick. There's no way Mio could keep living here. Check the floor. Books tossed around. Did a man under the bed do this? Yes, he did. Feels strange that he'd want to mess up just the books. I'd hate if the pages got scrunched up. Let's sort this out a bit. Let's examine the books. Yuck! I touched the blood, but it seems dry already, not coming off. The books are super bloody, or maybe not. The sides facing the floor aren't stained. Where was this book originally? These are covered with blood. Wait, something inside. A blood-soaked bookmark. Oh, it's a small note, not a bookmark. 9 p.m. Leave near door. Delivery memo, perhaps? What is that? Check the shelves closely. Or look at the shelves. The shelves are a total mess. I know Mio usually keeps things tidy. Also, some of the shelves are empty. Could be something here. Check them closely. The shelves are splattered with blood too. Yeah, obviously. Ugh, red all over the shelves. Maybe I should take a look with the glasses on. So that's it. I'll end the door. Examine. Any signs that the lock's been tampered with? Nope. Nope. Okay, glasses time. Oh! Hello! Look at the shadow. An eyeball monster? On closer look, seems to have a body too. It's staring at something and blinking furiously. Creepy. What is it looking at? I wonder what it's watching. You need to stand in its shoes. Should be okay. There's no way to touch it. Let's see, I can scan the whole room from here. Kitchen nearby, bed and balcony in the back. This looks familiar somehow. The picture? The first picture we saw? Look at the shadow on the shelves. Yikes, is that a bug or something? What the heck? No way, no way, nope, no way, no bugs, thanks, bye. Look closer. Arms and legs galore. Why is he stuck to the shelves? Looking closer, it has a human-like face. What is it? Are those hands? Looks weird, moves weird, rather, for someone searching for books. It's stuck to the shelves. And this guy. It's doing something, tossing something around. I'm probably seeing him in the act of splattering the room red, but why do such a thing? Okay, think about the fallen books. Let's think things over for a bit. It's weird that they'd want to mess up just the books. Why aren't any ideas coming to me right now? Hello! Try thinking step by step. The splattered blood and scattered books. Picturing both together will confuse you. Mio wouldn't leave books strewn around, correct? Not Mio, her room is always tidy and clean. What would happen if blood were to be splattered in such a room? If the blood was splashed on the shelves full of books and knickknacks? This means those books all over the floor. Maybe they... Maybe they fell from the shelves? Before the room was splattered red on purpose? That's for sure. Yeah, no, I didn't mean that she put them on the floor on purpose. I meant... yeah, I meant that the guy put him there. After the room was splattered red? For some reason, I don't know. Nope. I just did it in the wrong order. Maybe they fell from the shelves for some reason before the room was splattered red. The men under the bed might have bumped into the shelves before splashing blood everywhere. Or maybe he threw the books all over the room first, then followed up with the blood. But why would he do that? not seeing any dead bugs lying around, so maybe it wasn't a bug. Maybe these shadows come clearer the longer they were there. Then again, Emil's shadow is only occasionally present. This is wild. Red all over the walls and floor. It smells horrible in here. Bossman would be into it though. Assuming it's the man under the bed myth, this stuff is blood. Ugh, so it really is blood. And about the red room? Why would he want to throw this blood around the room? You know, there was that pic posted online. Yes, this one. Maybe he did all of this just for the post? Wait, what? Why would anyone do that? Let's think things over for a bit. What was that shadow I saw through the glasses at the door? Doesn't this mean a one-eyed monster was there? Mrs. Amy, what exactly was your power about? Clairvoyance shows me the past, the memory of each location. Precisely. It seems that the less you know about what you see, the more abstract they appear, possibly even as monstrosities. Avoid over-focusing on the shadows' shapes and forms. Try to deduce what they are doing from the clues you found. I see. Thank you for the advice. And there I go, thanking my imaginary resident director boss. Oh well. The shadow I saw by the door through the glasses. What exactly is this shadow doing? Maybe the traces show him taking a picture after the room was splattered? Yep. Could be. The layout seems similar to that photo posted online. I should try looking at the room from that same spot. Didn't you do that already? Look again. Yeah, it's the same as the posted photo. This eyeball monster is probably a clairvoyant's view of the man taking that photo. Did he want to see or be seen? If he took the photo, what for? Getting anywhere? I've spent a lot of time examining things, but can't seem to find anything directly related to the man's identity or motive. Right. When the search boils down to this point, someone takes their cue. Their cue? And there it is. Supervision. Hypervision. Go on, pick up. Right away. Hello? Meguriya speaking. Director-san. Cut the fluff, Sammy. Director-san. I felt it might be a good time to give you a call. Ready to report. This case has been identified as a sighting of the man under the bed. The man appeared in Mio's room, which had been carefully locked up, and seemingly attacked Mio, but then splattered the room red too. So it seems like the man doesn't intend to directly harm Miss Mio. Strangely passive for a man under the bed. He's not attacking with the axe, plenty of opportunities to. Hey, director! Oops, my apologies. Of course, the man makes his own decisions. Who am I to comment on his preferences? Dude, that's not the issue. That's not also compelling. Also compelling is the unexplained phenomenon he caused in a locked room with no trace of how he broke in. A wraith or human vapor? No, it likely has a tangible form. So not a wraith or ectoplasm. Director, I hate to ask, but oh yes, we can savor the savor the speculations later. Savor, really now? What's crucial here may be the act of splattering the room in red. Does the man under the bed typically work like that? This urban myth has several variations. One of them has the protagonist leaving a friend's place, but heading back to pick something up. And finding that friend's room all dark. They pick up their belongings without turning on the lights, so they won't wake their sleeping friend and leave again. When they visit the room the next day, the room is covered in blood with a message reading, "Lucky you left the lights off." A room covered in blood, exactly like Mio's room. Another urban myth exists called the Red Room Curse, but it doesn't quite match this case. Red rum! By the way, wasn't there something in Mio-san's red-soaked room that caught your eye? Oh yes, the books from the shelf were scattered around. It seemed that they fell from the shelves before the redness happened. I see, and so do you, it seems. If the man is still after Mio-san, he will almost certainly manifest again. Not again? Isn't there anything I can do? Your enthusiasm is most charming. In that case, could you kindly inspect this room again tonight? Say what? Director-san? Do I really need to stay here? In Mio's room? Alone? And pitch darkness? Anything could jump out. I can't do this. Leaving now. No, you must stay. Jasmine is currently at Eiko-san's place, so we have little choice here. Then I should meet up with her first. I can't do this alone. I see. I was hoping everything might go back to normal for Mio very soon. Mio, yes, you're right. She needs our help right now. More importantly, Miss Azami, kindly examine the ceiling near the shelves. The ceiling? Near the shelves? It's way too dark. Need to keep a hand on the walls and furniture. I'd hate to fall and make noise. Huh? Huh? What's this? I think I found the light switch. Director, I'm turning on the lights. Absolutely not. What? Why not? The conditions for the man under the bed to manifest are uncertain. One of them is the lighting in the room. You mean he shows up if the lights are on? Time of day is also an important condition. You haven't turned on the lights, have you? I was just about to. Can't stand this. I'm too scared. We need to hurry. This is where I have to look, right? Hey, I feel something. A squarish frame. As I thought. You see, just there. Yeep! What was that? The ceiling. It's creaking. Hide, Azami. Huh? Hide now. Okay, I don't get to choose. Under the bed? I thought there wasn't space anymore. Oh, that's what we saw in the beginning, right? the lights are on. Phew, is it gone? Director's son, what was that? Yikes! Yes? Sammy? Jasmine? There was this man in Mio's room. Echo's room. It's all red. What? Covered in red. Just like Mio's room. Jasmine, thank you for picking me up. I just had a close call myself. But I'm worried about Mio. How are things over there? Well, those two are safe. I'll take us to Eiko's place, so you take over searching the socials. Know whose account to start with? Eiko sounds right. I can't imagine her keeping silent after having her room splattered red. Hey, not bad. Let's get started. I'll keep an ear open, so just zip on through them. Gotcha, here goes. Need to check on Eiko's sound, but I'm also worried about the heat on Mio's end. I should check on both. Look at her, looking so sad. Came back from eating out and the whole room was covered in red paint. This is absolutely despicable. Oh no, this is bad. Eiko-san posted like we thought. I can't really see the room, but it's definitely all red. Does this mean Eiko's also a target now? Weren't you there? I thought he said that Jasmine was at the apartment with them. How tragic. Even as a prank, that's going way too far. Yeah, right? Why even do this? Gotta pinpoint the source of the message. The price of fame. No. How is this part of being famous? What matters is who came and threw around that red ink. It's just Eiko, with another of her usual setups. If you're falling for this, it's your own fault. On what grounds? To be fair, her past content did earn that kind of rep. But this one's the real thing, are you sure? Set up, it's her place. Her furniture and floors are ruined. I doubt she'd do that to her own home. Exactly. Claiming it's her place from just one pic? Wow. People are terrifying creatures. I wonder what's on their mind. Humans will be humans. Hello, this is Shinto News. I apologize for the intrusion at such a trying time. We were unable to contact you via your last post. Would it be possible to get in touch? We'd love to hear your story. So Eiko just completely ignored them last time? How could you possibly keep up? Did the guy going after Mio do this? Or was it all just a setup? Well, if she did keep posting content like this, people would start doubting her. We've been on site and it still felt like Anomaly Overkill Week or whatever. I saw some protector girl posting her support for Bloom 30. Bet she's a fellow babe coming to the rescue. Bloom 30, the one they're saying is Mio's stealth account? Protector girl, hey? Sammy, seems they're onto you. You could check with the glasses, or maybe that's not the best idea. Poor Miyosato getting dragged into this mess. Hey, sympathy helps, but don't post her full name. They're definitely enjoying this. Anyway, who is it that leaked her name? What happened with the Miyu issue anyway? Did they catch the guy? Miyu issue, Does this person know her? Calling it like the actual case name or something. Note, Dark Spec News. Dark Spec? What's this about? More like minimal speculation, double serving of delusion. I should check. So there was 3. Is it this one? No. Yes? No. Oh, this one. Yikes. there's really a strong reaction to the words protect your girl. This is less about interest and more like, I won't scroll through that, but go for it if you want. Mio issue. Wait, really? I'll take a look to be safe. Don't expect too much, but related posts might be worth a look. So this one? Yeah, this one. Okay. Let's search Protect Your Girl. Results found. Where's the girl who was all don't say bad things about Mio when you don't know her? She runs for the hills after just one post? Huh? What? Yeah, saw this coming. I won't read the rest, Zami. Little white knights getting self-validation by pretending to care for others, a dime a dozen. That wasn't my intent. I just don't want anyone to flame Mio anymore. If they'd only stop being so toxic. Yeah, I know how you feel. But people on the internet are toxic. It's their nature. Most of these knights are wannabe daddies getting jealous. I know. Why would you say such a thing? No reason really, none. Probably their response to voices that don't follow the flow. Totally plausible, LMAO. Oh no, why? Oh maybe, or even Mio's alt? That can be possible, how could they? There's this deep-rooted stigma around what guilty people should be like. A desperate defense of both our person and our reputation. I just pointed out they don't know what they're talking about. These reactions were predictable. Yeah. Nah, probably against sugar dating itself. Too bad though, lol. Mio Sato equals Bloom 30. Clearly the same person. Why is this person laughing? Nothing to laugh about. We got our scapegoat, so don't ruin the fun or some such. You sure it wasn't someone being all, don't say bad things about my friend? Just let it go, the perspectives are way too different. What's wrong with sugar daddies? We had no choice. Papa saw the bait, jumped on it, hook, line, sinker. Makes no sense, eh? Semi, you may want to calm them down, but people on the post actually enjoy piling onto someone. But why? Any scapegoat will do. Mio's case is just fuel that happened to show up here. That's just terrible, yeah. All these people need a hobby. Threw a one-person pity party and tossed their toy to the ground when the goings got tough. I wasn't just saying whatever. I need to set things straight now. Stop. To be fair, I don't blame you for trying. But the where and how were really stupid ideas. Stupid ideas? We have our way of handling things, remember? You could post all you want, but I won't save Mio. I see. Yes, I think you're right, Jasmine. Twisted expectations. Darkspec News speculates on intruder seen by Echo and Mio. Click here. Too long didn't read, please? Oh. Ha! Darkspec News. What do they say? The article itself is mostly just a recap and blowing things out of proportion to scare readers. Buyer beware, speculation free. Too long didn't read. Lazy dude. Mio sugar dates, Papa stalks her, Eiko signature money shot. Papa turned stalker, but no one knows for sure yet. So this is how even unfounded rumors grow. How come they aren't catching this dude? Being on the receiving end, I get how exhausting it is. Yep, so just carry on. If the guy was real, the place's security cams might show something. good point. Eiko-san's apartment should have cameras, but not sure about Mio's place. Thought I saw security cam footage from that Miho SP girl apartment. Security cam footage leaked. Come on, world. They spelled Mio's name wrong, so not exactly convincing. Smells like bull. Works better for us if you believe so. At least they're not digging for more. Seems legit. Right, it is. So... should we check the security camera info? Check and make sure, yeah. So... should I go for Mio and security camera? No. Too many search. Please add more. Okay. Nothing. Okay, so I have to go for Mio for now. Bad luck for Mio Sato. Hanging with a drama queen can do that to you. No comment. If she wants to start over in life, she'll have to move overseas. Grr, easily said. Keep calm, carry on. Dr. Docs. Name and address, all in the box. Bumpus babas with sugar on top. They're digging around less after the sugar dating talk, so I'm a bit relieved, all things considered. True, better than being scrutinized from every direction. Looks like this Mio girl was just caught up in things, yeah? Exactly, and Eiko-san is trying to help too. Her posts do fan the flames a tad though, yeah. Karma sucks from sugar dating bitches, what? Grr. Karma's on its way to strike those posting stuff like this. I wish. Think I heard about the Red Room somewhere. Horror story or urban myth. The Red Room, I think the director mentioned that before, and hyper. Quite a yapper when it comes to those topics. Seriously, what's this celebrity tax nonsense? How does sugar dating justify all the doxing? I totally agree, but also, what's up? If the person stalking Mio was one of her sugar dates, they might try doxing her. Maybe. So how far did the doxing go anyway? Why would you even ask, right? And then the whole has address. Maison Shin, Nakamachi to 4th floor, right? Casually sharing Mio's personal details. Well, it's already kind of out there. That's not a reason to share it. Then again, maybe, yeah, it's being shared even more. There was also that rumor about the lab near Shin Nakatu place. Looks like we might find more rumors. The search begins. I'll check this too. So let's try this with the security camera. Here we go. I saw the security cam vid, but is the cam old or what? What do they mean here? Video fuzzy and kind of unclear. Are they from Boober Heats? Kind of fishy. Looks like a man in the video, super fuzzy. Delivery guy perhaps? Someone's order for late night munchies. Ramen maybe? We did find a piece of paper. That said 9 p.m. Alright, let me see, 11 p.m., 11 15 or so. Looks like an electrical contractor to me. Looks like it. They're wearing what seems like a company-issued work uniform. No, I'm not done. Way too sus for a contractor. Yo, Popo, we found your man. True, they're looking around nervously, suspicious. The timestamp is hard to make out, but working at midnight... I also want to search the red room. I heard a rumor that there is buried treasure under Mio's apartment. Maybe they're trying to scare her out so they can excavate. I just went to touch Miss Shin and get a reading. I could hear whimpers from the earth. They must be from lost spirits begging for salvation. Yeah, sure. This idea seems silly, but threatening someone so they'd move out sounds like a thing. Yeah, those who move out without a clue wouldn't doubt what happened to them. Could even be the origin of some urban myths. Beyond human? In what way? Cryptids living underground? You'd think you'd usually think of ghosts, usually. Miss Shin is right next to my place. They just put some pitch black metal triangular pillars in the park nearby. Has anyone seen it? Pitch black metal? As in a monolith? Question marks. My sixth sense is never off. The culprit is still nearby, probably. This pop-up suddenly shows up and messes with you like a chain letter might. I thought the Red Room curse was the one where a taxi drives you to a building. Huh? Are they confusing it for something else? One of the versions out there, like you supposedly peek into the Red Room, but actually... So other urban myths have different versions too. Not an urban myth you should search, lol. I'm pretty sure the Red Room curse was the one where you would die for closing the pop-up. But what happens if you close it? If you saw the pop-up now and close it, we'd both be goners. See? This was important. Okay. You okay? They got to you without flaming, huh? Yes! I didn't imagine they'd respond that way. It's not their problem, so they'll say whatever they want. But there's no end to it, so... I'll do what I can to help Mio. You've got a spirit, but your voice is a bit shaky there. I can't do this, you know? Yeah, just messing with you. Back on topic. Maintenance dude in the pig had creepy written all over him. Might want to ask Echo if anyone similar showed up. Understood. On site at the apartment building, up to Echo's room we go. Yes. Wow. Happened while I was in the car waiting. Who done it? Why done it? With this much in your face evidence, bet you'd see plenty by clairvoyant. Good point. I should scan the room first with the glasses on. I would rather do it without the glasses first. Why would this happen to Eiko-san's room too? If the men stalked both of them and got to Eiko-san's place, why turn it red? Maybe there's some kind of meaning to the red room after all. Look around. These look important. How terrible. Oh, hello. Examine. Even the fancy bed is all red. Will changing the sheets be enough to get it clean? Hello. Where's Mio? Look at this mess. Furniture, floor, walls. Where is Mio? I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Oh no. She went back home alone. What? She did? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. But why? She said something about getting her things. I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now, and if she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put and lock up. What the fuck? Why would you let her leave on her own? Need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Again, we just left. This is terrible. This is a lot to deal with. Yes, truly, I could never have imagined this. I took Mio out to eat, thought it'd be better than being holed up and never going outside. And then we come back to this. You came back to this! Without Mio, what is wrong with you? Have you told the police? Oh, right, I was so upset I totally forgot. Yeah, I don't trust you at all. I need to report all this damage, I suppose. Okay, I'm putting on the glasses. I swear, I bet it's her. Take a peek. Ah! The man under the bed! Or is it actually? Is he talking with Eiko-san? Are both shadows from the same point in time? Look closer. The shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes like the uniforms maintenance crew wear? Someone she's working with? Yeah, no. Something absolutely is off. This looks a lot like the shadow splattering blood in the back of the room. This one looks somewhat heavily built, maybe? Feels like the shadow could be important. I should dig deeper. I'll keep Heiko for last. Is this a trace of the man under the bed? The shadow's movements are so wild and scary. What is it doing? Is it messing up the papers on the desk, or maybe looking for something specific? Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Whoa, this shadow's throwing something at us. Not quite throwing. Is this from when they splattered blood around and made the room all red? Was this before or after Mio and Eiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? This last one. Let's talk to Eiko's shadow. Observe the movement. Looks very focused on work. Her mouth is twisted into a grimace. Eiko-san is so intense even when working alone. What a thing to watch, kinda scary. Look again. The shadow is Eiko-san working. That's it. Eiko-san, do you ever have work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings, otherwise I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably yes, don't really remember. I do have records of where we sent temporary staff. They should be on my desk, somewhere in all that mess. Your desk, understood, thank you. Whoops. Yeah, how convenient that all the papers are covered in blood. She mentioned the company documents were on the desk. It's so messy, I can hardly make out the words. Peel off the paper. Make sure not to tear anything. Engineer, somehow decipherable? Not jobs that require work uniforms. Whoops, ripped a bit. Yikes, wait, a bloody handprint? Someone must have touched this. Jobs related to medicine, ops, ecology. Search thoroughly. It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally! Ah, this must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one in these documents. Electric company? Check the names. Tronic? Can't read this. Surely a company which handles electricity work though. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do. It's just as bad here at Echo's as Mio's place was. Wild. The fancy carpet and furniture are done for too. Bummer. Well, I have a lot to say. What do you think? Jasmine, what do you make of this? Prob's trying to get to Mio as she's staying at Echo's. Headache for us. In what way? Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet. So this goes on until he fulfills his goal? What exactly is it? No idea, wouldn't know. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does. How are things on your end? What happened on your end? I was waiting in the car, parked nearby, so I could rush in at any sign of trouble. First, the two headed out together, probably to eat something like she mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple of hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. Short while later, Echo suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone, yelling about how the rooms are red, get in here, and so on. Mio's place? Jasmine, it seems Mio's back at her place and alone. What? But I saw those two heading back up here. Eiko-san is calling Mio right now, telling her the situation on our end, and to stay in her room. Alright then, I'll have the car ready to go. Oh no, I wasn't done talking. If you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait. I was not ready. I was not done. Please take me with you. Eiko-san? Sure, I said to Mio's then. Why did you came back here alone? Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? Asami, I'm fine. I was just waiting. Are you sure? I'm glad. I was really worried. So glad you're safe and sound. Did Eiko do something to her and she came running here for safety? And now she's like super nervous because Eiko is here. Why can't I, here we go. Observe. There's a used cup in the sink. Check under the sink. The shelves and knife holder are empty. Mio really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. Okay. Look around. No notable changes. Okay. Take a peek. Nothing notable under the bed. Why does the man appear from under the bed anyway? Is there a man from the bathroom or a man from the closet? Probably. Look around. Some of the books are missing. Would the glasses tell me anything? I want to talk to Mio though. I think I'm going to wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this. Mio, just making sure. Before you went out to eat with Eiko-san, was there a time where you were both out and left the place unattended? I was at Eiko-san's place the whole time. We only left to go to eat. Asami, I'm so fed up and exhausted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Found nothing? Did anything weird happen while you were here alone? Not really, no. Are you okay? You think I would be? No, of course not. Stalked by a creep, named and shamed online. Can't go back to my hometown, I have nowhere to go. Why? I listened to everyone and really tried hard. Why me? Tell me, Asami. Mio. I'm glad Mio Mio's safe. Right, I need to get her signed with a new place ASAP. I do have a place confirmed already. Besides not going out for groceries or such, you didn't leave the room, not even for short business calls, correct? Try to remember after you mentioned. I was in the room until we went for a bite. Anything peculiar? Just before we set out, Mio went back up to my room as she'd forgotten something. We headed out together from the ground floor entrance and didn't notice anything weird. I wasn't done talking to you. I'm glad Mio's alright. You really had me sweating for a minute. Yeah, really. Yeah, I missed some things. About Mio. Mio's taking this hard. She said she's so fed up. Might have been yakking with Eiko about moving while they were eating out. Might have been. Eiko's suggestions must be crazy pricey though. Must be a total headache. About the investigation, I'm so glad Mio's safe. We should take another look at her place. Yep. You might want to check what went on while she was alone. Knew it? I checked, they never left the room. I thought maybe someone might have snuck in at some point. I was on watch from the car and I don't think the duo is lying. But then, how did the men spread blood around the room? Sure hope it's not something physically impossible. No info? Nothing noteworthy, no new clues. It's good that you confirmed where the duo was. But then this means... just making sure... I'll recheck with Eiko-san. She might have left the room for a business call. No, I've tried it already. If Mio was on the balcony or in the bathroom then, the living room would have been empty. In that case... what that would mean the man who was in Mio's ceiling space is able to move anywhere at any time, correct? Oh, right. While the red room was happening, you ran into the dude at Mio's place, yeah? Jeez, this is hardcore. I have no idea what's going on. How are we supposed to adapt against such a monster? The shadow is heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? Yeah. You can see yourself right here. There's something under the bed. Is this the man under the bed? It's you. Take a peek. Surprisingly small, carrying something in the back. On the back. This is me from earlier. Yeah, remember. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. It means the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I hid under the bed so he couldn't see, but how did he come down into the room? Track the man's movement. Hello. Eek! A bug? Or a shadow that looks like one? This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. And then again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug. But if not, why does it look like a centipede? It looks like it's crawling from the ceiling, right? About the seating space. Have you ever been in the seating space? Never. Is there even a way in? Right, of course you haven't. About the seating space. While you were staying here, have you ever been in the seating space? Absolutely not. This whole place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. Then you don't know how to enter that space, right? I do not. The man appears very suddenly, but how? First, you might want to focus on when he manifested in Mio's room. When you hid under the bed, where did he appear from? I heard the ceiling creak and hid under the bed, so there must be a way into the ceiling space, unless he's a ghost. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance, correct? I keep thinking about that centipede shadow. Why does it look like a centipede? I should focus on whether there's a way in and out of that ceiling space. Maybe he was climbing up and down? Using the shelf boards. Maybe he was using the shelf boards as footholds to climb up and down. Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. There we go. Maybe he was climbing up and down, blah blah blah. Yes, that might explain it. Multiple overlapped shadows climbing up and down look like a centipede. Climb up. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. The view was blocked by this big cardboard box. But there's a hatch on the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. The man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. But I gotta help Mio. Here it goes. Ceiling space, here I come. All dark and dusty, no one here, right? Okay, my eyes are starting to adjust. Not scared, not scared. Let the investigation begin. Look around. Bento boxes, energy drinks, even alcohol cans. Someone is living here. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by a former resident. No, someone is currently residing in the ceiling. Yeah, this stuff is new. The floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. The man was most certainly hiding here. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. What is this? Cardboard? Check under the cardboard sheets. Anything lying around that's connected to him? Yeep! Roach! Flat beyond belief. Maybe he used cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust. Examine. I see a sliver of light. Is this from Mio's room? Wow, unbelievable. So like when they turn off the light, he's like, oh, I can go out now. Ugh. Examine. Can't see much. Too dark. Oh, you can see him looking at in the room. Ugh. There's a shadow of the man here too. Oh, and he was using the toilet. Gross. There's a shadow of the man here too. What is this shadow doing? Looks like stuffing something into a box or a bag. Something feels off. Yeah, you think? I want to look closer, but a shadow is in the way. His glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. I knew it. He was here. Not moving much. Is crouched down. No speaking at what's going on down below. Okay. Take a peek. I saw traces of the man doing something around here. Search around. There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing. Ito Electric Services. Isn't this the company in the documents at Eiko-san's place? The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Eiko-san's room? Does this mean that man was here? I need to tell everyone. Yeah. The man definitely was here in this ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. Jasmine? You okay? Looks like you found a ton. I found solid evidence the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Miyu and Eiko-san too. But it's that time for someone to show. That time? Do you mean the director is going to call again? Not any old call at this point, but you'll be fine. What do you mean, not any old call? My controller vibrates every time he calls and it startles me every time. Whoops. Yes. Miss Asami, how is it going? Hello, director. She didn't say san. I'm sorry, I haven't figured out the answer. You haven't? I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution? As in due time. Miss Asami, please tell everyone to gather around. Okay. I swear Eiko has something to do with this. Your investigation is done then. Is this like a debrief or something? Ah, yes. I'll also explain what I found in the scenic space. Please hurry then. Director, everyone is here. Miss Asami, please make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Understood. Thank you, everyone. Ayumu Meguriya, Director of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Now only the dissolution phase remains before we can close this case. Thank you for your cooperation throughout. Dissolution? Asami, what is this about? What's going on? Do I have to be here? I still have work waiting. Girl! We will be presenting our final results as requested for this case, so we ask you to remain here. Thank you, Director. Yes, so please hear us out. Let the dissolution begin. You're not going anywhere, Eiko. First of all, Miss Fukurai, thank you for your efforts and the investigation. We have discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of that information has allowed all of us here to tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. Oh, well, thank you. Yet the amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? What? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There is no room in the center's record for such things. Do we really want to prioritize that right now? Now, this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered. Oh. 1. How did the man under the bed manifest? 2. What is the goal of the man under the bed? 3. Who or what is the man under the bed? 4. What exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? The eye reveals all. What the? Please don't overreact. This is something only we can see. Eye-opener. This can only be seen by holders of seeing powers, such as clairvoyance, or vision. We must unlock this artifact to open the eye of truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed. Yes! The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked all the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons. Exactly, and apparently not to harm Mio. It just appears and disappears, always suddenly. So, Miss Azami. Yes? The man supposedly appeared from under the bed, but did it really? You determined where the man appeared from. Where was it? The man appeared from the ceiling. There was evidence indicating the man appeared from the ceiling space. We found traces of his being in, entering and exiting from the ceiling space. The man was hiding in Mio-san's ceiling space for a long time, waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? One of his defining traits is that he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner, or whomever uses the bed he hides under. So, Miss Azami, what might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why does he keep pestering Mio-san? To scare her. He might have been trying to frighten Mio, and that's it, to simply scare her. The man didn't try to kill Mio-san, despite being able to. If his goal were to peep, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio-san. He keeps on appearing, then disappearing. It seems the man is intentionally limiting his actions to scaring Mio-san. We can deduce that itself was the man's goal. If so, maybe my room getting covered in red was also him just trying to scare me. Then the reason my room was covered in red was because Mio was at my place? Either way, the man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such an intent. So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all. That doll. Let us move on. About the man under the bed. He is depicted as a random murderer or an escaped serial killer, as an elusive entity that suddenly appears indoors with murderous intent. An anomaly that is very likely to have a basis in reality. Yet it can also be said to be less tangible due to leaving minimal traces when manifesting. So, Miss Azami, how would you describe the man that we are seeking through this investigation? An actual person. Could they be a normal living person, and not a ghost or anomalous monstrosity? Precisely, that is the spice and key to truly savoring each urban myth. Huh? Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. There is a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such. About actual people. So, Miss Azami, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be? Well, one moment, there are multiple suspicious people. Let me see. Well, we found his hat. Then one we saw while doing social media research, Uber Eats. Nah, this guy's fine. Hi, living man. Yes, I'll note it down here. It's also a living suspicious person. Does that include my work client too? This maintenance worker wearing a uniform. He was on a security camera footage too. So many suspects. Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks on the news. Thank you though, I remember now. It was the maintenance worker. At midnight, 5 past midnight. The maintenance worker and the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space. Indeed, the man under the bed, hiding in the ceiling. Caught on security camera, wearing a work uniform. We can say beyond any doubt that it was him. I thought so. Now onto the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension and appear anywhere at will. It seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space. Yes, that's true. No sign of him entering through the window. The ceiling above the bathroom didn't have enough space to move around. Mio has a habit of locking up carefully. I was thinking it might be real, but is the man an anomaly after all? Do you really believe so? Miss Asami, you talked with everyone, and you went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see. So, Miss Asami, what did this guy's maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space? What path could he possibly have taken? How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? The man disguised as an electrical contractor hid in the ceiling space. How do you think he accessed Mio-san's room? He was in a ceiling space before Mio moved in? Entered through the balcony, definitely a superpower. The man had an accomplice. Someone must have helped him get in. Yes, that is the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as his uniform with a cap from the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage, 5 past midnight. This must be the time when the man arrived at Mio-san's apartment. Mio-san, regarding the time that the man was caught on security footage, does it ring any bells? Mio, around when did you reach the police station? Just around midnight? But that means... Huh? Wait, something's wrong here. Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room. Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet at just around the same time, a man in a work uniform is shown on security footage at the apartment entrance. But why? If the maintenance worker is the man under the bed, his timing is uncannily coincidental. So, Miss Asami, the man who was supposedly under the bed was actually not in the room yet. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then makes his way into Mio-san's room. Who does this point to as the man's accomplice? Could it be Eiko-san? She lied about seeing the man inside the room. Fabulous! A fine accomplishment indeed. Miss Asami, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. Yeah, I can smell bullshit. I had psychotic friends when I was younger. I can tell when a woman is being an absolute bitch, manipulating and creating all kinds of psychotic things like that, psychotic situations like that. The mystery is now solved. Her telling you that there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magic words that enabled the man to sneak into the room? That's true! Without hearing that, Mia wouldn't have left the room without locking up. Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me? If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question, what did Eiko actually see? Eiko-san, I think you told us. You kept watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct? That's precisely when you let the dude in. With an insider, the room getting covered in red makes a ton more sense. So, it is true. Really. I couldn't believe it, but now... What are you mumbling about? You aren't going to believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? The following is just speculation, but Mio-san has had her past dug up and is under a lot of pressure. You are recommending she moves into a rather expensive home. How could a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? Were you perhaps planning to have Mio-san return to sugar dating? I fucking knew it. My power of vision sees it all. Offering help as a benevolent third party, recommending a place with expensive rent. Were you going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can? You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all this, even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections. How befitting of a job-hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be a front for catering to your cater, I have no idea what that is, of CEOs and top brass, and providing them with sugar dating dispatches. Eiko-san, is this true? What in the... What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Huh? You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes isn't going to solve anything. I disagree, Eiko. This is going to solve everything. but we... How has-brained can you get? Use this bunch of morons. Has-brained? Listen here, it's a fact that a man was in the ceiling space. Which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault. Not if you let him in. Eiko-san. Mio, you're a smart girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. Just keep listening to me and forget the small things like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine, and no time too. Also, you, Azami or whatever, you will answer for this. Yikes! How dare you challenge me with your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas? Total waste of my time. I'm far too busy for this. I'm leaving. Bye, bitch. Oh, she dropped something. Hey, you dropped something. Huh? Is this a card? How was your first case, Miss Azami? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. Wait a minute. Director, what about Mio? Lost connection. Mio, are you... You're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. I wish I could... Alright, I'll make sure to throw away that doll we found, so don't worry about that. Mio? Doll? That doll? Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of it. All of it. Like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state. I should start cleaning up. Let me help. It's okay. I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio? Guess that's it for us then. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Mio is still in. The center's job ends here. The rest is up to the police and lawyers. Huh? Yeah, I get how you might feel. But Mio herself says she's fine. She's not though. She's obviously not fine. It's not our place to step in. Is that really so? Thing is, I feel this case isn't over yet. Huh? What did she drop? Echo's place. Hello. What? Look at this dude's face. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense, and this happens? How would they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Who or where did that leak from? But how could that... Huh? What the... No way. No. They kicked me from the dispatch group? How dare they? How many girls do they think I found for them so far? Ugh, I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at that doll. Hey, told you. I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Mio girl's room turned all red. I saw her heading out, so thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up the bookshelf so there wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. Then who actually splattered that blood? He's crying! What was that? No way. There he is! What? No! The man under the bed? No, that's impossible. He can't actually exist. Apparently he does. Look at that face. Arr. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. What the? Hey, wait. Arr. No! Please don't. Arr. Leave Eiko-san alone. I will make her pay. Huh? That voice. Is it you, Mio? Plot twist? Did she stab her? When I was attacked by that man in my room and passed out, I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. She was pretending to be passed out? Oh my god. Eiko-san, I'm done for today, and so on. So you already knew that Eiko-san was behind this? Yes, I did, Azami. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Eiko-san, why did you know my secret? Huh? How did you know I had an accidental pregnancy once? Back during my sugar dating days. Oh? Pregnancy? What are you talking about? That doll, it was a message that you know about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby. I didn't want anyone to know, but then... Why do you... Wait, too much going on. Mio, what's going on? Please take it easy. Azami, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything. The man under the bed, this woman here. I'm feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. You're amazing, Azami. I did as you told me, and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed just you from the beginning, and done as you told me. Mio, wait, what are you talking about? But my medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are. I need to erase my past entirely. I really don't know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up. Azami, you told me this too. I will attract interest wherever I go. That I had little more to lose whatever I did. I didn't say that. You know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio? Oh wait, maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name and address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks. I won't be safe at home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do? Why should I even care? They're both freaking out. I'm going to kill you. You're joking, right, Mio? You're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio. Don't do this to yourself. Azami, Mio needs help. You alright, Zami? Where were you? Weren't we together? You drove me here. I know you did. Responders are on the way. They're almost here. It's gonna be okay. Jasmine, how did you... Oh, she wasn't with me? I heard from the bossman. Bossman's vision thingy. Knew you were heading to Echoes. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me. Mio. Once again, going off on your own like that, way too risky. You said that you won't come with me because it's not part of the job, so of course you had to go alone. You said you would... You said you wouldn't help. You said you wouldn't come. Of course you had to go alone. I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I'd realized earlier, Mio wouldn't have done such a thing. Hey, don't go blaming yourself. I guess what you did kinda prevented worse, yes? Yeah, I guess. And the bossman should have told me earlier. I wonder if the director knew this was going to happen. Beats me. Could have gone much worse without the bossman giving a heads up. Guess the vision abob's pretty handy. Dude's priorities, though. Speak of the almighty. What is it? Way too fast with the edit. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. He's already on it! He's already... You only put everything on YouTube. Other center's videos always stream so soon. The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. It seems that a man under the bed actually exists. Turns each case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. I hope Mio's rumors fade away fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over to the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the bossman, yeah? I'll drive you. Thank you, Jasmine. Our staff member who was at the scene has safely completed the investigation. The younger woman B had little choice but to move out. As for the woman A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we have lost all contact with her and are unaware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Miss A is safe and sound. Do we? This case came to an intriguing conclusion. After what happened to Mio, I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? She hasn't done enough to be prosecuted. But she needs help, like clearly. Maybe now she hasn't done anything, but eventually she will. Will Eiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair. Yes, unfair indeed. However, I would remind you that there are many forms of accountability. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That card you brought with you. More importantly, were you watching through your vision again? Director, don't you feel any emotions? Emotions are an interesting research topic. That is where rumors and urban myths originate. Forget I mentioned it. Aha, exquisite. What is it? Take a good look at this card. It's as if it's predicting the tragedy about to befall you. What exactly is this card? This is one of the Illuminate cards. They are rumored to be prophetic. The card is prophetic? It happened 7 years ago too. Director, I actually have one of these cards is said to foretell the end of the world. I'm curious about the fate of the card's owner. It seems everything's in motion now. And that's enough for today. Eh? Do I believe in prophecies? I believe a good sounding one if it sounds bad. Wait, is that an Illuminate card? Why do you have it? Since when did I have this card with me? How should I know? Well, good work, Zami. Catch you next week. Tomarigi here, about the new face at the center? Seems unrelated to the other incident. Meguriya hasn't shown much we could look into. Roger that. Out. Back then, we couldn't possibly have realized what was about to happen. Episode 1 completed. Well, this is fun. Is that a... This is fun. I like this. This is much longer than I was planning. This is a lot for my throat. I don't usually speak that much. But yeah, I have to stop here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do, and I'll see you later. Bye.